Niels Bohr and the Barometer exam story. Have you ever heard the legendary story of how Niels Bohr, the famous Danish physicist and Nobel Prize winner, supposedly responded to a physics exam question at the University of Copenhagen? Whether fact or fiction, this tale is a fantastic example of creativity and independent thinking in science. The exam question. The story goes that Bohr was asked a seemingly straightforward question on his physics exam. Describe how to determine the height of a skyscraper using a barometer. Instead of giving the conventional answer involving atmospheric pressure, Bohr provided a highly unorthodox response. You tie a long piece of string to the neck of the barometer, lower it from the roof to the ground, and then measure the length of the string plus the barometer. That will give you the height of the building. The examiner was outraged, immediately failing him for not demonstrating any knowledge of physics. The appeal and the arbiter's challenge. Bohr appealed the decision, arguing that his answer was factually correct. An independent arbiter was brought in to assess the situation. The arbiter agreed that while the answer was correct, it lacked any physics-related reasoning. To resolve the matter, Bohr was given 6 minutes to provide a proper verbal response. Bohr's brilliant solutions. For 5 minutes, Bohr sat in deep thought. When reminded that time was running out, he finally replied with a series of ingenious solutions, showcasing his deep understanding of physics. Free fall method. Take the barometer to the roof, drop it over the edge, and measure the time it takes to hit the ground. Use the formula h equals 0.5 gt2 to calculate the height. But that would be bad news for the barometer. Shadow proportions. If the sun is shining, measure the height of the barometer and the length of its shadow. Then measure the length of the skyscraper's shadow. Use simple proportional arithmetic to calculate a building's height. Pendulum method. Tie a short piece of string to the barometer and swing it as a pendulum, first at ground level and then on the roof. The difference in the gravitational restoring force can be used to determine the height of the skyscraper with the formula T equals to Lg. Barometer measurement. Walk up the emergency staircase and mark of the building's height in barometer lengths. Add them up for an accurate measurement. The conventional answer. If you want to be boring and orthodox, use the barometer to measure air pressure at the roof and the ground, then convert the difference in millibars to feet. The janitor's solution. But the best solution, in my opinion, is to knock on the janitor's door and say, "If you tell me the height of this skyscraper, I'll give you this nice new barometer." The outcome. Bohr's brilliant and humorous responses demonstrated his profound understanding of physics and creative thinking. The arbiter decided in his favor, allowing him to pass the exam. Conclusion. This story, whether fully true or embellished over time, is a timeless reminder that science is not just about memorizing formulas, but about thinking creatively and solving problems in novel ways.